Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So if you guys hear some zangalangs, it's because I have bees. First of all, I have not done straight back cornrows since I was like 10, but I am really feeling them. So if y'all are feeling them, give me a thumbs up, okay? But yes, so we are back today with another reaction video because y'all love them so much. Me too, I love them. So we're gonna be switching it up a little bit today because I always have to keep you guys on your toes. And today we're gonna be reacting to body confidence TikToks. There's a big body confidence movement on TikTok particularly, and you guys know I'm all for loving yourself as you are, getting to know yourself and love and accept all of your features. So I figured, why not react to body confidence videos on TikTok? If you guys are excited for today's video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, come on man, join the family. Thank you. It's very simple. Let's get into my look real quick because I honestly, I can't take it. Like I said, I just got my braids done yesterday actually. I went to Aisha Professional Hair Care. She owns a braiding salon in Elizabeth, New Jersey. So if you guys are in the tri-state area, definitely check her out. They do great work. My earrings are from a small black-owned brand as well called Truth and Trinkets. So I'm going to link them down below if you guys want these earrings. I get so many compliments on these earrings, so I'm gonna link them down below in the description box, so make sure to open it up. And lastly, I'm wearing Hanifa on my top. It's one of my favorite tops. It's so elegant and cute. But yeah, let's get into these videos though.
Social media is fake.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Facetune and Photoshop. Listen, I really stand by this message because a lot of the things you guys are seeing on social media is very not real. It's just not an accurate representation of what's actually going on in the world. My thing is though, did she FaceTime these photos specifically for this TikTok, or is that how her photos actually look on her page? Because that's a little problematic, but I mean, maybe she's on a journey for herself. I don't know, but for me, either way, the message still stands. There's a lot of fakeness on the internet, and the big problem with it is that it's kind of like a vicious cycle. People come onto social media to look for validation because they didn't feel seen, heard, whatever. So then they start emulating the things that they see, perfectionism. Then they become like the it people, right? And then the impressionable young girls and young boys are looking up to them like, oh, this is what they're doing, so let me do that because I don't feel good about myself and I don't feel heard, seen, or appreciated, so now I'm gonna do this too. And it's like, it's such a vicious cycle, and that's actually one of the reasons why I started social media, even though I kind of fell into it a little bit, like that bad bitch lifestyle, like, or aesthetic where like you're trying to look perfect and everything, but it's like, no, this is not what it is. And I just don't feel like me joining and perpetuating that too does anything for anyone. I personally think a little bit of editing that doesn't alter your features, personally, it's okay. Like, so you want to take a blemish there, fine. But at some point you have to find like a healthy balance for yourself and understand and think about, why am I doing this? Why? You have to, I think the biggest thing is just realizing that life and the world is more than just about you. It is. And once you kind of think of it that way, then the things that you do, it makes you think, okay, although this may make me happy, how is this affecting the greater population? How are young girls looking up to me? At least that's how I have to think of it sometimes. I really do want to know though if she edited those, like her whole feature faces. So I have my personal opinions when it comes to speaking on people's bodies. I have a lot of thoughts when it comes to that. As someone that has experienced, you know, a fluctuating body weight and just like experienced people kind of speaking on it and just always kind of giving unsolicited advice or making you feel bad about being a certain weight, I'm very cautious about talking about people's bodies, period. Like, I feel like people should just mind their business. So I see the point of this video about her saying like she's a lot more confident and whatever. And some people were like that she looks better when she was skinnier, but all body sizes are amazing. Let's start there. Because at the end of the day, you are your own body standard. I just don't, the whole comparing thing, what are we comparing to? The beauty standard, the ones that are even in the beauty standard, they want to look different. They're not happy with themselves. So you can't be basing your idea of beauty based off of what media says, because they change their minds every few years. Skinny used to be it, right? Now curvaceous and thick is in. You know, boobs, big boobs used to be a thing, now not so much. It used to be flat, skinny, now everyone wants a big butt, but it's gonna change. It keeps changing. You have to be your own body standard, and like, don't think you have to, I know family says a lot of things and people that are close to you, but baby, you are your own body standard. Period. Baby, I got a gut, okay? I naturally hold more weight in my midsection because everyone in my family does as well. I've always kind of been insecure about my stomach size and all those things. And at a point a few years ago, I gained a lot of weight. I gained noticeable amount of weight. Noticed people would comment on it, and it's just like, no, you don't know what I've been through. You don't know what I'm going through. You don't know if I'm going through sickness, mental health issues, or if maybe I'm just happy, I'm in a relationship. You don't know anything. So you have no right to speak on my body, and some of y'all have no right to speak on someone else's body, period. That's how I feel.
Do you want to know something crazy? This is my body. Do you want to know something crazier? I don't hate it. Do you know that you can actually have a body and not hate it? Go figure.
I love this message. Let's not beat around the bush. That was a little surprising. It was a little surprising for me because that's not my standard of what a body should look like. But for her, that is her reality. So that is her standard, right? So she had to learn and accept her body, her beauty. Do you get what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what I think about what her body looks like. It does not matter. That is her body. She has to live with that every day. The point that she said about just like the fact that she's not mad about it. Whew, let me tell y'all something. I had an epiphany in 2020. I looked at my gut and said, this gut of mine, I have hated it. It has made me so insecure for so many years of my life. It's not gonna disappear tomorrow. So what am I gonna do? I'm just gonna have to learn to accept this thing. Can I work towards changing that? Sure. But in this moment, I have to accept this. This is who I am. This is my body type. So you got what I'm saying? So I love the fact that she said she's not mad about it. She's not happy. Do you know how free you become when all of you realize these insecurities of yours, they don't matter? Are you hurting anybody in this life? No. That's beautiful. I love that for her. Like, I'm sure. And if you meet someone like that, you see how like my initial reaction was like, whoa, like you must feel a way about it. And I'm sure she felt a way about it in the beginning. I don't know her story. I'm sure if you meet her, like she won't make it a thing about her disability or whatever. Like you'll just see a confident, happy woman. And that's what confidence is. That is the essence of confidence. When you're just okay. You're all right with how you look, how you sound. You know what I mean? That is confidence. Confidence doesn't have a physical look. Confidence is how you feel about yourself in the inside and how it projects outwardly. That's just my own. Yeah, this is what, there's nothing to compare. Baby, there's nothing to compare because you are your own standard. If we're talking about bodies, then you are your own body standard. But also in life, you're your own standard. The lane that you wanna go towards, no one else may have done it before. Doesn't matter because you are uniquely you, and that is your unique path. Comparing, that saying, comparison is the thief of joy. Woo! You're gonna be compared for the rest of your life, okay? Like, you can't compare. It's easier said than done. And I talked about this in I think my social media is exhausting video, where I kind of just had to like mute my timeline because I noticed that I was starting to compare, even if I didn't want to compare, but I was just comparing. And so sometimes you gotta silence the noise. But I think also comparison is an indicator of something. I think comparison is an indicator that you may want or desire these things, and it's not a bad thing. This doesn't have to be a bad thing. It's kind of like in the sense of like, if you notice you're jealous of someone, it's usually because you desire that thing too. And there's nothing wrong with desiring those things for yourself. But at some point, you have to recognize that everyone has their own path. Everyone is dealt their own cards, and you are gonna be dealt yours. You have to learn to live in your reality. Does that make sense? I hope it does. I'm not sure if it did, but you have to learn how to live in your own reality. So for me, that's why I had to mute my timeline at some point, because I was like, I need to focus on my own race, myself. You know what I mean? What I'm doing. I can't look at what other people are doing because that has nothing to do with me. It can give you some ideas, yeah, but if you're finding that it's starting to like mess with you in your head, then yeah, that's your indicator that, okay, this is something that I may be struggling with. Let me set myself up for success. Silence the noise. If you're finding that certain people around you bring up jealousy, you compare a lot, maybe you need to distance yourself from them for a little bit to figure out what is going on with you. Because that's bad vibes. It's bad vibes. There's nothing worse than when you feel someone, like you have a friend and you feel like they're in competition with you. What are you doing? If you need to mute your timeline, curate a timeline that, you know, brings about positive messages for yourself, makes you feel better about yourself, like you need to do that, because social media and what we're looking at every day plays a huge part on our outlook for ourselves, outlook on life. Like it is so impactful. And I think it's also about communication, because some of us have family members that are super like nitpicky about our bodies. You gotta learn how to communicate a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And everyone's situation is gonna be different, please. If you're finding these people are making you feel, you gotta step back, or you have to recognize, okay, this person is not uplifting me today. And you gotta curate and create a community for yourself that will uplift you and not make you, and make you feel special in your own right, because we're all special in our own rights. So I feel like I'm preaching.
Slavery told me I was awful and that shit did not faze me. Tell me how I suck again, my memory is hazy. You're my favorite rapper now, yeah, dude, I better.
I think this is a very interesting message for a couple of reasons. I think words have a lot of power, right? And outlook and perspective is everything. When it comes to confidence and building your confidence, you have to do what's gonna work for you. A lot of people are calling her fat, and for her, that's a negative connotation. She probably has a negative connotation to that. And she's like, I'm not fat, I'm a bad bitch. And you gotta do that. You have to do that because you need to feel good about yourself. It doesn't matter if you're not society's standard of beauty. Baby, I'm curvy. And for her, curvy has a probably has a positive connotation, and that makes her feel better because she is curvy. She absolutely is. For some people, like, words have meaning and everything is about perspective. I feel like that's a good exercise for some of you that may be struggling with your body. When I tell you mentality is everything, right? So if you say, oh, my stomach is so big. No, baby, this hoe is all the organs. This gonna bring life one day. Like, anything that's gonna make you feel good, do. Okay? Because people are out here suffering. You deserve to be happy. So whatever it is that you need to tell yourself to make yourself feel good, do that. So, and a lot of times it's about shifting that perspective. So I would definitely encourage y'all to do that. Listen, confidence, you gotta be a little delusional. Not saying that she was in this session, not delusional, but you gotta be like, And when I say delusional, it seems delusional because based off of society, this is delusion, but no. And then one day, after a while, you're gonna start believing these things for yourself. I am a bad bitch. I do deserve to be happy. I am plus size and beautiful. This extra weight is gorgeous. Actually, it's lovely because there needs to be the added, my beauty, it weighs a lot. It really does. It weighs a lot. I don't know what to tell y'all. Like, you know what I mean? Do whatever it is that you gotta do to make yourself feel great, because at the end of the day, your happiness, you're the only one that can truly make yourself happy.
How does it feel to live my dream?
I think one of the beautiful side effects of accepting yourself for who you are, you're able to joke about things a little bit. Like jokes don't hit as hard. They're not as deep because it's like, I've accepted this. This is who I am. It's fine. Like, God can't give me everything. That would be a problem. If he gave me everything that I wanted and desired, that would be a problem. An egotistical problem. Like, when I say everyone is dealt their own cards, everyone is literally dealt their own cards. So I think a lot of times we think like, damn, like everybody is dealing with something that they don't like about themselves. You have to accept it and move on. That's just where I'm at, like with my journey. I'm just like, and it makes things so much easier, at least for me, like when it came to working out, because I've been working out now for, I started August 2020, like a year and a half. I have been someone that has never been able to stick to working out. I always fall off, whether it's after a month, 3 months, 6 months. I would always do it for the wrong reasons. Like, it's purely based off of how I look. Like, I want to change how I look. And for me, I've realized that's not a big enough motivating factor. It's not. I don't care that much. When I've had to find like another reason, right? Once I accepted my body, now it's like I'm not really working out to lose my stomach fat in 2 weeks. So I'm able to understand and realize after time that, oh, this is just something I have to continue doing every day because it makes me feel good. It jumpstarts my day. It helps challenge my mind. Like, these are the other reasons that are way more important to me than reducing my stomach size. Like, baby, I'm trying to actually stay alive and live a life of legacy. That is a bigger, more motivating factor to me than trying to have a 33-inch waist. I don't care that much. I can still pull men. It's fine. Like, what? Nobody is getting hurt. That's really what it is. I don't know. Let me tell you something. When you accept your body, and maybe this could be a prayer point, a goal for a lot of you, when you accept your body, yo, nobody can tell you anything. This doesn't mean to say that now every time you look at your body, you're like, oh, it's great. There are gonna be times, because the body, you know, we have cycles, right? We have like our menstrual cycle, and our body literally fluctuates depending on the time of the cycle. There are gonna be times where you're bloated. They're gonna, like, your body's gonna fluctuate. So it's not every time you're gonna be like, oh yeah, I feel and look my best. But you can understand and recognize that you're not gonna always feel this way.
To all my other ladies with this cute little second stomach that's in between our boobs and our actual stomach, we have no idea where it comes from. It's from spending years of your life sucking in your stomach. This isn't your stomach, it's your diaphragm muscle, and you've accidentally grown it. Let me show you. So women are socially conditioned to walk around sucking in our stomachs all the time, so we look super small and cute. But here's the issue with that. When we inhale, this muscle contracts, it gets bigger. And when we exhale, this muscle relaxes, it gets smaller. But when you're not taking full and deep breaths, you're keeping this muscle contracted, therefore growing it. But fortunately, there's a very simple solution to this. Just let that shit hang, baby. Stop walking around like this. No one cares. Just let it rip. I'm so hot, you're so hot, let's kiss.
Honestly, this is why it's so important to like curate your timelines. Like, that made me feel so good. That actually made me feel great. Like, truly. Listen, as chief fellow madam chief of sucking in their stomach all their lives, let me tell you something. I have not gained a single thing from sucking in my stomach. I haven't gained a thing. In fact, I even remember in the 7th grade when I was sucking in my stomach, and this girl literally said to me, I can see that you're sucking in your stomach. Ah! Yeah! She was like, I can see you're sucking in your stomach, and your stomach's still big. Kids are so mean. I will never forget that she said that. Like, nah, I'm tight. When I tell you, what's that TikTok thing? Knife. Took it out. Like, damn. I was so insecure about my stomach. So for her to like call me out like that, because it was definitely in class, I was like, okay. I still have times till this day where I'm like, I feel like, especially when you start working out a little bit more and you see like, you can see results when you get visibly smaller as compared to like, let's say I drink wine every night for a week. Like I will literally, I don't know why wine makes me so bloated, but I will literally be a lot more bloated. So now I'm a little more self-conscious about the fact that, oh, my stomach look a little big. Like I literally look 7 months pregnant. So I get it. Like the whole self-consciousness of sucking in the stomach. When I say I understand, I understand. I can't tell you, just don't suck it in anymore and then you're gonna change. Everyone's journey is gonna be different. I can only tell you my own. And what I've learned from it, and you take whatever you want to take from that, if anything at all, and you know, you have your own journey. But I think that's a very interesting point about sucking in your stomach. A lot of us are chained to the idea that we must suck in our stomachs, and I'll tell you one example I had about this recently. Actually, I was really bloated because I can't remember what I was bloated for, but I've noticed my bloat has everything to do with the type of food I eat and the time of the month, like if that's coming. I had a realization because like I was just so bloated. I was eating a lot of junk food, whatever, but like I was so bloated, and like I put on a dress and I was like 7 months pregnant. Like I wasn't exaggerating. Like I literally looked like I could be carrying a child. At a point I'm like, what am I gonna do? Like I had a trip coming up where we're gonna be in hot weather, bathing suits, the whole nine, and I had already gotten through my whole thing about wearing 2 pieces, so now I'm comfortable wearing 2 pieces, but now I wasn't comfortable wearing the 2 piece because I literally look like I'm 7 months pregnant. At a point I just had to like ask myself, I'm like, Chizi, what is gonna happen if you look 7 months pregnant? I said, listen, just accept it and just be carrying your hand on your tin. Because I cannot kill myself to suck in right now. Like I can't breathe. I literally can't breathe. I'm uncomfortable. I don't know what to tell them. So I got to our destination. It was a friend's trip, and I told everyone. I said, listen, y'all, I'm actually really uncomfortable with my stomach right now. So if you see me blow, just leave me. It makes me like, I'm a little uncomfortable about it, but I'm trying to push through. And I think that's the beautiful thing about having people in your life that will uplift you at the end of the day. That you feel vulnerable enough or comfortable enough to be vulnerable about your insecurities. Because I was insecure about it at that time. This is why I say this whole self-love journey is not a linear thing. You're gonna have times when you're like, okay, I'm not feeling this right now. And other times when it's like, okay, I'm starting to accept you a little bit, like you. And sometimes you're like, woo! Mwah, pristine. Every day is different. But my friends were like, girl, that's okay. You know, and I was just like, and I just felt more comfortable. Like you need that. Like sometimes you're just not gonna feel that comfortable. And the beautiful thing, and I just let it hang. I said, listen, I don't know, like, delivery's coming. Like, I don't know. All I know is that I'm not sucking in the stomach today. Like, leave me alone. Give me some Spanx. That's the most I'm doing. But like, I don't know what to say. That's how I dealt with it. And then I got back and I actually went vegan. Not because I was trying to lose weight, but I just happened to go vegan. And my stomach reduced. And I was like, oh, it's literally stuff. Like, it's literally what I put in my body. That's crazy. But still, whatever card you're dealt with at that time, you have to learn to deal with. And you don't necessarily have to be happy, elated about it, but you do have to accept, you know, just so that you're not walking around projecting and like, what does that do for anybody? So yeah, okay, so we watched a couple of videos. Let me know your thoughts below, just where are you guys at in your self-love journey, accepting your body, your confidence journey. Let me tell you, when I say I understand and recognize that it is truly a journey, it truly is. But what I wish and want for every single woman in this world is just to learn to accept themselves for who they are, you know, and be kinder to yourself if you recognize that you don't like something. You know what I mean? I think a lot of us, once we recognize, oh, I don't like this about myself, why am I so insecure about it? Then we start being mean to ourselves about it, like, well, she accepts it, so why can't I? And it's like, you kind of have to have grace for yourself too. I think this was a good one. Let me know if you guys want a part 2. There's just a lot to learn, and as women, we go through a lot. Body image is such a huge thing. But let me tell you, you can get on the other side and you can definitely learn to love yourself. It is a journey. It takes time. You will have epiphanies, you will have setbacks, but you're gonna get there so long as you continue to work towards it. So that's my spiel. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. If you're not already subscribed, you know what to do. Come on, just click the red button. Join us. We do a lot over here. We entertain, we uplift, like it's a community. But yeah, anyway, if you guys want to binge watch any of my other videos, please do. And I'm gonna see y'all in my next one. Bye.